All right, so this is what I have to say about it. I think it's very annoying to me that because so many people in America grapple because it's a part of their culture. They think that
Yeah.
they think they know everything about martial arts when they don't know like shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like they just know they know about wrestling, they know about grappling, but it's not martial arts to me.
Yeah.
So like basically it lacks the spirit. There's no spirit in it. It's all about competition because if you think about the sport of grappling, you have to like pin somebody down in order to demonstrate your ability. It's all about competition. There's no way you can really. There's no way that wrestling can even exist without competition. Because it's like an art is something where you could pretty much express without another human being there. Like an art is like a dancer could just dance, a singer could just sing, like a martial artist could just like practice his forms, a martial artist could just express himself, or like a gymnast or somebody that just expresses themselves, you know. But a grappler, they have to like compete, they have to like basically pin people, they have to like pretty much.
Yeah, they have to use another person to demonstrate their abilities.
Yeah, they have to use another person to put another person down. So there's no spirit in grappling, and it's lacking in so many things. It's just very limited. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
there like grappling is just grappling. It's just putting your hands in somebody and just choking them, or just trying to break their limbs and pinning them to the ground. There's so much more involved in the martial arts. It's all encompassing. There's a lot of different ways. Basically, the martial and the art, the study of the martial science is like any and all ways to pretty much destroy somebody or kill somebody, or just like lethal methods. So it
Yeah.
incorporates like all the weapons. It incorporates all like ways of like unarmed combat, self defense.
Yeah.
And grappling is just a small part of it. Now, to kind of put when I've been thinking about it, and I'm like, why am I so annoyed about it? Sometimes like it's kind of hard to pinpoint, but there's just something about it. It just aggravates the hell out of me, like that I just can't stand. Like I guess what it is like before this whole like commercialization of this ground fighting.
Yeah, you weren't that mad about it, right?
Yeah, I wasn't. I'm sick of using this fucking bullshit like BJJ label or Brazilian Jiu Jitsu or this fucking Jiu Jitsu label in general. Like, let's stop fucking calling it Jiu Jitsu. Just call it what it is. It's ground fighting. Like, we're fighting on the ground. And you could like let's use American terminology. Like, we could say martial arts because that's an American word. We could say wrestling because that's American. We could say ground fighting. That's all American. Why are we bringing in like Japanese terminology and Chinese terminology, all this bullshit? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just ground fighting. So people they're into this ground fighting, and for me, I'm not into that. Like I don't promote that. Like I don't even promote fighting in general. Like I
Yeah.
promote like art, creativity, and the study of if you want to study like ways of killing, then it's up to you like what you like to study. What I mean? Like what you prefer, like what appeals to you. And some people, they just love ground fighting. That's what they like to do. It's like somebody that likes swimming, and then you're not really into that. You like something else. You like basketball. So some people, like there's a lot of people that they just want to watch people swim all day. Well, you like to watch basketball. You like to play basketball. You're not a swimming type of person, and that's kind of how I see it. It's just like people just having different preferences, and then people that are like trying to like say that, oh, this is the best out of all of them. That's I guess that's the thing that really aggravates me. It's just like
Yeah.
like.
And when people said that we should train in grappling more than stand up fighting, I don't quite agree to that because if you keep training on the ground so much, there's a lot of risk involved too. Lots of cauliflower ears, like you said. You can even end up with back problems too, because you roll on the ground so much.
Yeah, but I'm not into that. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Yeah.
you know, I'm not into it, but other people that are into it, okay, you could go ahead and do that. You know, but if people want to come here and say, hey, you know what, I want to join your martial arts school, but all I want to do is wrestle, all I want to do is ground fighting, well, this is not the place for you.
Nah, that's not the place for you.
This is not the place for you. I mean, what I like to do, you know, I like to be intimate with my wife or whatever. You know, like that's what I do. But I'm not doing this. Like it's like up to you what you like to do. Like I like to bike, so that's what I'm gonna do. You know what I mean? Like the school changes a lot. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of things we work on, but the ground fighting thing, I want to put a de-emphasis on it because really I'm telling you, rather than ground fighting, you know, like it's like for example the concealed carry thing, where if you could carry a gun with you, then like what's the point of like training this ground fighting stuff when you're starting standing with the gun? Do you know what I'm saying? Like or if you wanted to, you could carry like other weapons. Do you know what I'm saying? Like
Oh, yeah.
like our what we deem as like real is really based on our lifestyle, but really like if somebody attacked me in my home or attacked me in my place of business, I have all the weapons available there. You know, I got a sword, I got swords, I got sticks, I got batons, I got nunchucks, I got all sorts of weapons there. So if somebody attacked me in any of these places, I could use all these weapons. So if I wanted to, I could focus on the weapons training. I could focus on the stand-up fight. Like all this ground fighting stuff, to me, it's like unnecessary. Like basically, like I don't know how to explain it like any further, but it's kind of like worried that you need to use your home phone when you already have a cell phone that you use all the time. That you don't even need the home phone anymore because you're using a cell phone all the time. You don't need the home phone anymore. So it's like if you basically perfect the gun and you got that quick draw, you don't gotta worry about none of the ground fighting or the stand-up fighting. You know what I'm saying? Or sword fighting, or batons, or any of that stuff, because you basically trumped all of them. You know what I'm saying? So basically, if you give me an option of, hey, you know what, you could either focus on gunfighting or ground fighting, I'm going gunfighting. Now, a lot of other people might go ground fighting. They could do that, but that's not me. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't care for that. You know, and it's basically like, to me, the ground fighting is not, it's not even relevant for combat. It's just basically like, it's not that it's not relevant, but it's not even like, it's like basically like football or something. It's like, it's just another thing. It's just another thing to do, like football or tennis or hockey or baseball. Like say, like baseball, like you could essentially use that baseball swing to kill somebody. Just freaking some of the greatest baseball players out there, they could swing the bat so hard that they'll make somebody's head explode. Or somebody that a pitcher that throws the fastball so quick and he's so accurate that he just kills somebody with a ball. So imagine that became a way of fighting. Like you got a pitcher that goes into a cage or a ring and he has two baseballs and he throws that ball as fast as he can to somebody's face and he kills him. Like that's a way of fighting. And then everybody's like, hey, you know, this is the most effective way because you know what? I just killed him at a distance. I just threw that ball at his face and then I just killed him. Or I got this bat and I just swung it at the person's head and now his head exploded. You know, so to me, ground fighting is like, it's like tennis. It's like baseball. It's like football. It's just another like way of like sport. It doesn't mean that it's like the number one of everything. And I think that's the most annoying thing to me is when they try to claim that, hey, you know, this is the number one to everything. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the most annoying thing. Like when you got people that don't know a damn thing about martial arts that think that they know it all, just because they grapple or some bullshit like that.
Yeah, just because they can choke somebody on the ground
Yeah,
and they think they know it all.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's what I'm getting to. You know, because essentially, like, say these power lifters, like, a lot of these power lifters are strong as shit. I mean, they could, like, bench press a shit amount of, you know, a whole load of weight. They could squat a bunch of weight. They got some big ass arms, and essentially they could choke and kill like a lot of people probably. And they could probably kill a lot of these bodybuilders because the bodybuilders are not focused on the powerlifting like these big powerlifters. But then you know that for a fact that these powerlifters are an extreme lack in something. Like they lack the gracefulness, they lack the speed, they lack the technique. They got the pure power, but they lack so much. They lack the cardio. But if you test them in what they're good at, like they'll destroy you. But if you look at the overall picture, you see like what they're lacking. And that's how I see with these ground fighters is like, yeah, when it comes to choking, you know, or like whatever, this whole stupid you know, this ground fighting stuff, they might be good at that, but then they're lacking in so much more. You know what I'm saying? And like for them to think that, you know, they know it all, or basically they're the number one, to me is outrageous. I mean, it's just really absolutely annoying to me. I mean, I don't know how else to explain it. It's just kind of like people trying to argue to me to tell me that, hey, you know, like something,
you're wrong,
no, somebody's, you know, basically it's like this. Somebody like people, like a whole group of people, like millions of people that try to tell me that Ralph Macchio, the Karate Kid, is better than Bruce Lee. It's kind of like that. Like something absolutely ridiculous. And I'm just like getting so wild up. Like how the hell could you even come to that conclusion?
How did they get to that conclusion?
Like yeah, like Ralph Macchio is a real martial artist and Bruce Lee's not. That's like people are trying to say that to me. And then so many people believe that they're like overwhelming me with this bullshit, and I know that is bullshit. Do you know what I'm saying? Like just because a bunch of people believe something doesn't mean that that's the truth. Is basically what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you got a bunch of people out there, because basically the reason why so many people are speaking against me is because I'm outnumbered. There's so many wrestlers out there compared to real martial artists. Like there's like maybe like 1,000 wrestlers to every one real martial artist, and the real martial artists know that what I'm saying is true. But because there's so many damn wrestlers out there, like I'm getting overwhelmed by the numbers, and everybody's like picking on me. But in reality, what I'm saying is true. But they don't want to face the reality. They want to still, you know, live in their fantasy. You know what I'm saying? And whatever. You know what I'm saying? But it's just, to me, it's just annoying as hell, because what the people are calling martial arts is not martial arts. You know what I'm saying? It's just not. And then basically that's just what aggravates me. I don't know, like I said, I don't know exactly what, like there's something that bothers me so much about it, and I can't really pinpoint everything, but sometimes I just want to let it go, but then it's hard to, because it's still like a chip on my shoulder. Like I'm just so pissed off for some reason about it. You know what I'm saying? Like I just can't let it go. Like I'm just so pissed off at.
Yeah, you're right though. It's just like one of the mosquito bites and just can't get away, and you have to like, you itch it so much, you know.
Yeah, I'm just I don't know, man. Like I don't want to like focus on the negativity so much. Like even I was trying to question myself today. Like, you know, like what am I trying to do? Like why am I talking about them so, you know, so much? And you know, I'm trying to like see if I could go another route and just be like, you know what, like kind of just like ignore them and act like they don't exist. But then it's like there's just something that just bothers me about the whole thing just so much. You know what I'm saying? It's just something that just bothers me so much about it. You know, and I don't know what the solution is really. You know, like it's just like I don't know, like I guess what it just boils down to is, you know what, it's like you know, there's certain things that I'm just not gonna promote, and people, if they want to say, hey, you know what, I like to do this and I want to do that, I just be like, no, you know, that's not what I do, that's not what I promote. And some people be like, well, then I'll just go elsewhere. Then just go ahead and go elsewhere. But there's just something about the competition fighting, not just the cage fighting, but just competition fighting in general that I just don't agree with, and I'm not gonna promote that. And then the ground fighting, I don't agree to that, and I don't promote that. You know what I mean? I promote, like, what I'm trying to get people to do is just like learn to survive, like during life-threatening situations. I'm trying to teach them how to survive that, and then also like to head towards like peace and spiritual development and like a high level of fitness. So all this like ego competitiveness that's going on within the martial arts, it just extremely turns me off, and I don't want nothing to do with that. That's pretty much what it's boiling down to. It's just like, I don't want nothing to do with that. You know, and I don't want to promote that. You know, but you know, at the same time, especially now that I'm working with a lot of these weapons, and the way that the laws are structured, it's just like what I'm teaching could be very dangerous. Cause you know, like the cage fighting, they don't involve weapons. But I'm like displaying weapons that could get in people in like some big trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like even Bruce Lee, you know, he's using nunchucks in the video, and then there could be people out there, and I know that there's people out there. They might not even know that nunchucks aren't illegal, and then they just start carrying it around with them, and then they might get stopped by police, and then they end up in jail, or they end up using a nunchuck on somebody and they accidentally kill somebody.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So then it's like, oh, I watched Freddie's video and I'm starting using nunchucks now. Now I'm in jail for the rest of my life. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, you know, I watched Bruce Lee's video and I just smacked somebody in the forehead with a nunchuck. Now I'm in jail. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm promoting guns too as a way of self-defense, and then people get stupid with guns. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, recently in Maryland, I think a 19-year-old boy actually shot someone at the restaurant.
Yeah.
In Maryland recently, and he has no, like, you know, he had no mental disorder or anything. He just shoot the guy and a girl, just like that.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, when it comes to weapons, it just gets really dangerous. I mean, the cage fighting is nothing. The ground fighting, we'll just call it ground fighting too. The ground fighting is nothing compared to weapons fighting. So I'm stepping into the realm of weapons, and I'm you know, doing a lot of demos and training videos with weapons. But it could get people in some huge trouble. But in the same token, you notice in the videos, I'm not hurting anybody. Like, I'm not hurting other people, and I'm not hurting myself. And that's kind of what I'm trying to get at, is that martial arts is not, you know, you're not supposed to hurt people for fun.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not hurting other people, but at the same time, it could lead to a lot of, like, irresponsibility. You know? And it's just like, you know, it's just, I don't know, man. This is the point where it's like, you know what, like, whatever, man. Like, maybe, like, rather than just attacking the cage fighting to say, oh, you know, you guys shouldn't be doing this, I could just be like, you know what, that's just not my thing. Whatever, you guys do your thing, I'll do mine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, basically, because they're fighting for money, they're fighting for profit, and they're promoting, like, a lot, like, the very unsafe way of training, you know? But in the same token, what I'm doing, like, people could be very irresponsible with it, and then they could get in, like, trouble with the law. They could accidentally kill somebody. So what I'm showing is not necessarily, like, kid friendly either. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like going, like, extreme too. Like, it can be perceived as going extreme as well. You know, kind of like, you know, like what you know, what Tupac, what ended up happening with him. Like, that's like real violence. Talking about, like, he really got shot 5 times, and then later on he ended up getting killed by the gun. And then he got in a shootout with the police one time, and then he got beat up by the police one time. Like, he's involved. He was, like, involved with, like, real stuff on the streets, and then you see what happened to him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the martial art aspect is a dangerous thing to play with. Because if I wanted to, I could just stop training altogether and just do fitness all day. Just do workout videos and Philosia videos, and that's it. But as soon as you introduce combat, like you take the risk of like other people like understanding your teachings and then getting themselves in trouble or hurting other people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the risk that you take. Like no matter what you do. You show them how to choke somebody and then somebody chokes somebody for real and he kills them. You show them how to punch somebody and they punch somebody. You show them how to, how to use a gun and then they shoot somebody. So it's just like it's a tough thing, but at the same time the law is there to kind of like regulate everything. And then it's kind of like out of your hands of responsibility, and it ends up becoming like up to the people that learn it and the decisions that they make.
Yeah.
Kind of like these people that sell like weapons. Like if you kill somebody with that weapon that you buy, they're not responsible for that killing. You are. You know what I'm saying? So then like a martial arts teacher is essentially like they're training people, and the people are essentially responsible for the decisions that they make. But I guess what I'm trying to indicate to people that live in this cage fighting fantasy is that in the real world there are really no rules. And that's what you really need to prepare for, and that's the real violence that's not a game, that it's real like life and death. And that
it's not about getting somebody down, and when you win, you just jump in and be happy.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, you're not gonna be happy because you need a lot of explaining to do. Like for example, my cousin, he sometimes like to fight with me, and sometimes I really feel like, man, can you stop? Because I can go for real, and if I go for real, what am I gonna say to your mom? I mean, how am I gonna explain when I break your nose? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just like it could easily get out of hand. And that's what happens when martial arts become so commercialized. And that's why like you got like these commercialized places like Taekwondo, where it's just mainly revolved around teaching kids how to kick and stuff like that. Like it's not like very lethal and deadly where you have to be really careful. You know what I'm saying? So like they're revolved around like a family, like playful martial art type of thing. And then MMA is like, or like the cage fighting, the ground fighting is like it's making it more dangerous. And then like once you go even further with it, it just gets more and more dangerous and requires more and more responsibility. So basically what I'm demonstrating are techniques that are so dangerous that you just cannot compete with it because it's just too dangerous. I mean, just imagine like sparring with real nunchucks at full speed. I mean, that'd be the stupidest. Yeah. That's like the stupidest thing you could do. It's like looking at a kitchen knife and being like, "Oh, I wonder if I'll get cut if I stab myself." It's like you already know that you're gonna get hurt if you stab yourself. And with the real nunchucks, you would never spar with real nunchucks, or you never spar with like real swords, or do like simulation firearms training with real guns. I mean, it's self-explanatory. You know that's not what you're supposed to do. So then it's like, rather than getting into the ground fighting, like I'm telling people, hey, you know what? You could play like with Nerf guns. That's even more real, and it's safer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or spar with like foam, like nunchucks. Like that's safer and that's even more real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying that there are like healthier and you know, safer ways of sparring that are more realistic.
Yeah. Now with the big gloves on though, because I don't like to spar with these at all. Not at all.
Yeah, I mean that's like that's not realistic, and then but that's designed to kind of try to protect people's like safety. But that's still dangerous too when people go overboard with it, just like the boxers do.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like people, you could turn something safe into something unsafe. For example, like you do the airsoft gun training, but then you don't wear any goggles, and then you get shot in the eye and you go blind.
Yep.
Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, or the nunchuck training, if you use the foam one, I mean, if there's no limit on how much you could hit them, I mean, it depends on how dense the foam is, but you can't really get that hurt because it's foam. You know, it's like going pillow fighting, and then like you keep hitting the person with the pillow. He's not gonna really like get hurt that much. But say the pillow's not a pillow anymore. The pillow becomes like I don't know, something like a branch. A branch is not that dangerous, but then you keep hitting the person repeatedly until you make it dangerous. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like, I don't know. I think it's just I think a lot of it just boils down to just like the internet in general exposing so much of the martial arts to people that don't really have like real teachers that are there to help like protect their safety. Because today, for example, this morning, I didn't tape this, but I talked to my students about the seriousness of like the martial arts, like the stuff that I'm showing them in relation to the law and what they got to be careful and watch out for. You know, and I didn't tape this because it's something where it's private information. It's like talking to a lawyer. It's not supposed to go public.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to watch out for the well-being of the people I train, but I can't do that for the entire public that are just watching my YouTube videos. They're just kind of like, it's kind of like self-explanatory. Like, you see some of these parkour videos and you see somebody doing a handstand like off of a cliff, and if he messes up, he's gonna fall down and die. Well, you should know yourself not to do that at home because you don't know what the hell you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, because the one who's doing the parkour, he's trained to do that, so you always do it and never die at all.
Or it could be fake. You know, it could be just like it could be like a green screen. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously, it could be a green screen and the dude's just doing a regular handstand, and then they just change the background to make it seem like he's like freaking in the middle of like a mountaintop when he's not.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
Of course, it's a possibility because look at all these movies. I mean, they all do this. They do shit like that. You know, so it's like there's a lot of fake stuff going on out there. But even if it is real, that's just my point. It's just like, I don't know. I mean, like I said, you know, I think, I don't know. Like, it's just kind of like I'm just thinking about this stuff, and like, you know what? It's like maybe I should just. Sometimes I feel like, you know what, just to stop talking about them and stop focusing on them and just do my thing and just leave it at that. Like I know these people are not martial artists. I don't need to convince other people about that. I just know myself. Other people want to think what they want to think. It's like people thinking that Superman, the comic book Superman, is real. And I know he's not, but then other people think he's real. But then it's like, what's the point of trying to convince them of what I know? Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, if you want to believe that, go ahead and believe that. That Superman is real, or Spider-Man, that Spider-Man really does exist. Or Batman really does it. Really does. It's like, you know, it's kind of like, you know, these people are like, they're like, they believe in a fantasy that's just not true. It's kind of like the Lance Armstrong, I saw that documentary. It's like, he was on performance-enhancing drugs his whole career pretty much. And he was lying about it the whole time, and everybody wanted to believe that what he was doing was real when it was not. You know what I'm saying? So But the whole time, and the truth, like over like 15 years later, the truth comes out that it was all a lie. You know, but
You know, it reminds me of a soccer player that a lot of people like. I think his name is Lionel Messi. He's
okay.
really good and athletic, and sometimes I'm like, man, maybe that guy is into something. You never know.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's like, you know, people, they want to believe in a fantasy, and then it's like, hey, you know, like I'm kind of sick of like trying to like tell people that, hey, you guys are wrong, I'm right, or something like that. It's just kind of like, it's more like, you know what, just do your thing, I'll do my thing. It's kind of like people, like, if they just want to drink alcohol all day, rather than just talk trash about alcoholics, just be like, you know what, go ahead, do your thing, man. You know, like, go ahead, man. You know, I do my thing. You know, so these people that want to do ground fighting, they think that's real and that's what it is, and go ahead, do that, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, get your diseases. You know.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, get your cauliflower ear and get your whatever. You know, like your ringworm, and watch your cage fighting all day, every day, and just go ahead and do that. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead and knock each other out. You know, all we're doing is expressing our opinions about it. You know?
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead and do that, and then like I don't watch it, so I don't watch it anyway, so I don't wanna watch it. I don't wanna support it. But I guess another thing is just people, because all these videos out there, people are like sending me questions about it, and then I just answer the questions, and it kind of like rehashes an open wound, I guess what it is. Because it's like it's like a wound that like it's open, and then it's trying to heal, and you want to stop talking about it, but then like people email me, and then it's like picking on the scab, and then it reopens. So in a way, like that's kind of what my channel is here, is designed to answer questions, and when people ask me questions, I just answer honestly. You know, but I want to try with my own efforts that if nobody sends me any questions, I don't want to make a video about it unless you know, because I don't want to think about that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because if there's no, if I ran out of people sending me questions, then I could decide that, hey, you know, I can make a fitness video, showing some fitness stuff, or you know, or I could do the power twister, or I could make some other video about whatever. But then, you know, I just want to stay off the topic in a way. But if people ask me about it, then I'm just gonna be honest about it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just what it is, you know what I mean? I just feel that it's just a different, it's different, you know what I mean? It's like boxing and wrestling are different. And some people, they like the boxing, some people like the wrestling. I'm just more of like a boxer. I'm not into that wrestling stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's not me. You know what I mean? Like, just like the difference between like gymnastics and like hockey. Like, I'm not into the hockey, I like gymnastics. It's just like a matter of preference. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is, you know what I mean? But I guess the like I said, the annoying part is when people try to claim themselves to be the best. That thing annoys the hell out of me. No matter if it's like the ground fighter or the Wing Chun people or whoever. Like they try to like advertise themselves a bit to be like the best. That, I guess, that annoys me, and that makes me like make fun of them or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter if it's a Taekwondo guy saying, "Oh, we're the best" or something, or whatever system. Like that just annoys me, and it just makes me.
You spend your life kicking people, and all of a sudden you think that you can challenge the world. I mean, how are you gonna be able to keep on if you keep on competing with everybody else? You know, you're not gonna be able to do it.
Yeah. Or like, it's annoying. Like, I guess it's annoying when people make statements like this is real fighting. Like, they'll be like, oh, you know, this is real, and then they'll make fun of like other ways.
Yeah.
Like, they'll talk like, you get the the ground fighters that make fun of the Taekwondo people, or you got the ground fighters that make fun of like they say that boxing's not real or some shit like that. Like they'll say some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like these ground fighters, like they get cocky, right? And they start talking shit about like other ways, right? Like that stick fighting's not real, or the nunchucks are not real. Like they'll just say some, and that annoys me, and then it makes me attack them. You know what I'm saying? Like that it just makes me like so like it just annoys the hell out of me. Like they think or they'll even talk trash about WW like pro wrestling. Oh, that's not real. Well, what you're doing is not real either. You know what I'm saying? It's like you know, it's like
or not real.
it's like, you know, like it just annoys me. It's like, you know, it's like I don't know, man. It's just like I don't know, like something about it, like the mention of the name Royce Gracie just freaking gets me fired up, dude. Like it's get angry, dude. It's like, ooh, you know, it's like there's something about it, like just like mentioning, like I don't like Steven Seagal, like you just mention his name. I don't like the guy. I can't even explain why, but I just don't like the dude, you know. But
well, I don't
Royce,
hate him, but I know he's a piece of shit, though.
yeah, like
look up his history.
yeah, like Gracie. Oh man, like it just pisses me off, you know. Just like, or any of these fighters in general, just like it just angers me, you know. But then it's like, if you mention like Muhammad Ali, Bruce Lee, Jet Li, Tony Jaa, it's like I'm cool. Like I like those guys. I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? But you mentioned
I don't like Mayweather, but I'm okay with him. He's alright.
Yeah, I mean,
he's kind of cocky, but he's alright.
Yeah, but you know, like when you mention these certain names, like Dana White and you know what I'm saying, like Royce Gracie and Rorian Gracie and Wanderlei Silva, like Anderson Silva, like it just gets me so like angry. It's like, man, I don't know what it is, man. Like it just, like,
yeah.
I want it to go away. Like I don't want to be angry, but it's just like something about, like it's just something, just like, you know, like karate, like just mentioning karate just pissed Bruce Lee off, for example.
Well, actually, it pisses me off too.
Yeah, I mean,
people say that I practice karate. It pisses me off because it's like, why can't you call it just martial art in general?
Yeah.
You know? Just say that I practice martial art.
I mean,
it's like this, every time they see you kick or do a certain punch, they call it karate.
Or just even people saying MMA, it just pisses me off. You know what I'm saying? Oh, do you practice MMA? Like, oh man, that just gets me wild up. You know, it's like it's just, there's something about, like, I just feel so much like disrespect and just like something that these people did that just really is unsettling to me. And that's why I just can't let it, like, I just can't let it go type thing. It's kind of like, it's like trying to forgive a rapist that raped your mom like 100 times or something.
Yeah, it's
not just one time, but like 100,000 times. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you can't forgive that. Like, it's already done. It's done. It's like there's already just like hatred there. Like I hate that. You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't like. It's kind of like say you wrote a book and you didn't make no money off of it, and then somebody stole your book and made like billions of dollars, and then it's like you didn't get nothing, and then they get all the credit, they get all the money. It's like, how is there supposed to be like how are you not supposed to hate the person? That's kind of like how I feel. You know, it's like you just like twisted everything around, and then now it's like, instead of having everybody practice like say Tai Chi, half the world is freaking practicing like ground fighting. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, or MMA or whatever, this bullshit. It's like they just twisted something that's supposed to be like more of a health development into something that's destructive.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just like, I guess that's the thing that I just can't. It just bothers me. You know.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, somebody just called me delusional online. I think, you know what? When I receive these negative comments like this, I used to be like more depressed, but I'm so used to it, and it kind of don't affect me anymore. So I
Yeah.
feel like they can send their hatred mails to me all the way, like for a year, and it still wouldn't affect me at all.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I said, you know,
I mean,
there's so many wrestlers out there, and it's like you basically handed over the martial arts to the wrestlers, and they don't know what the fuck they don't know nothing about it.
yeah,
You handed over the reputation to wrestlers, and they don't know shit about it. It's just
yeah,
kind of like, you know, I don't know, like, how else to explain it, but it's just kind of like a gymnast. It's like calling powerlifter gymnasts when they're not gymnasts. It's that they can't, all the stuff that gymnasts could do, powerlifters can't do none of that. Like, not even half of what they could do. And then you're just like it's like you're misinforming people. It's like the art of like the gymnasts and what they do. There's a certain art to it that powerlifters just know nothing about. Powerlifters are strong, but they're still not gymnasts. You know what I'm saying? I think that the martial artists are like representing more like the gymnasts, and the powerlifters are kind of like the wrestlers. You know, it's just like brute strength type thing. You know what I'm saying? And then
yeah,
and then it's like you got the powerlifters that are trying to like say that they're better than the gymnasts or whatever the case may be. But it's like it's a different expression. You know, and I'm like, you know, I'm training to be a gymnast, not a powerlifter, and it really doesn't go hand in hand, because as soon as you like overly focus on powerlifting, it's gonna take away from your ability as a gymnast.
yeah. I mean, I guess like over emphasis on one thing that actually creates a lot of problems with the others. You know.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, I don't know, man. It's just like I think it's not it's no benefit to like get stressed about it. But
I don't food and soup.
okay, go ahead, get ready. I think it's really no benefit at all to get stressed about it. But I'm just kind of like I'm just trying to see it's just not easy. It's just not easy, like, because what Bruce Lee was doing, for example, is he's like he was doing his thing, expressing this thing, and then people turned it into MMA, cage fighting. And then for me,
By the
I'm
way,
like, I'm taking it to another
by the
level
way, yeah, go ahead.
with even more weapons, and then people could turn that into like gang activity. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not talking
Yeah,
about guns. I'm like taking it to the even further extent, and then like people could turn that into gang activity and say, hey, you know, the reason why I joined this gang is because of Freddie Lee. You know what I'm saying? It's like shit, man. That wasn't what I was. That was not what it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of like Bruce Lee, like showing his thing, and then people turn into cage fighting.
yeah. You know, speak. You know, my brother sent me a video about I Am Bruce Lee, 2012. I watched the video, then I saw Dana White, and I was like, damn, you motherfucker has no right to speak on this video. Get the fuck out. You have no right to speak here. Why
Yeah.
are you here?
Yeah.
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 Even my brother, I mean, might not like you, but even admit himself that Bruce Lee didn't create MMA. He doesn't think so.
Yeah. But you know, that's the thing that aggravates me. Like, everything could be okay. Hold on, okay? Hold on. Hello? Hey, what's up? Okay, I'll mark you down. Alright, take care. Goodbye. Alright, so that's what I'm saying is that like it's like I'm trying to do my own thing, but if I saw that documentary, I just get so like I just can't, like it just upsets me.
Yeah, it would piss you off. You know.
You know,
Maybe
so
I'm just like you, man. I don't know.
so then it's
Not
just
because not because you said something that I actually like blindly agree, but before I even joined you, I was always like that, man. I mean, that kid fighting me, it's like you upset me, you know?
yeah. I mean, it's only because I care about the martial arts, and then I know what's going on. But I guess most people, not I guess, most people don't know anything about the martial arts, and they don't know what's going on. Like, they literally think that this stuff is martial arts when it's not.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like I said, it's just been overtaken by just a bunch of wrestlers that don't know anything about art. Like wrestlers, just think about it, wrestling and art. Like, what does that have to do with art? Like, wrestling is not art. Wrestling is sport. Like, martial art is like art, like an artist. You know, it's like artists are like you know, people like you know, like Michael Jackson and like Tupac and John Lennon. Like, artists are like people that create. Wrestlers, they're sport. So people have like a misunderstanding, and they just turn martial art into a sport where you just kind of like hurt each other. And that's the thing that just it's just very aggravating, you know, to me. So, but you know, what could I really do about it other than just like just be honest with the way that I view things, and that's it.
Yeah.
But like to hope to want people to understand it, that's like, it may be unreasonable because they just don't get it. You know,
Sure.
they just don't get it. But you're gonna